French Quarter Festival is around the corner and security preparations for it are underway.
Well, the State Department of Transportation and Development says in the wake of the Bourbon Street terror attack, security is a top priority. Eleanor Tabone explains.
In 2024, nearly 900,000 people were expected to attend French Quarter Fest.
We're working with the city of New Orleans. They put in a request for 100 water-filled barriers that they plan on implementing in and around the French Quarter area.
Scott Boyle with DOTD says following the tragedy of the Bourbon Street attack, security is top of mind. He says leading up to the 4-day festival, water-filled barriers will be installed. Scott says where they'll be placed will be determined by the city and NOPD.
They're developing that plan along with NOPD on where they're going to be implemented to maximize their use for public safety.
Water-filled barriers work by absorbing impact. Because they're heavy and tough to move, they add another layer of protection. We reached out to the city and NOPD. The police department said planning for this event is ongoing. The NOPD does not publicly discuss specifics regarding operations, tactics or security planning in order to maintain plant integrity. Before Mardi Gras, barriers were placed in a zigzag orientation along St. Charles Avenue. Scott says it's possible we could see something similar throughout the French Quarter.
That was called a serpentine design, and that was to keep any cars that were going through that they would have to go slow and weave through a given roadway. Potentially that could be an orientation that they would be going in.
Scott says it's possible 300 barriers will be in position ahead of the festival.
Unfilled, they probably are around 70 pounds. And if you're talking about 80 gallons of water, you're looking at it over 700 pounds.
Eleanor Tabone, WWL, Louisiana.
When we reached out to the city about it, they referred us to the NOPD.